The purpose of this video is for internal use for the training endorsement IT department. So this video is for the daily routine. So every day, this is the default. These are the default tasks should be done for the IT every day. So first things first, when you come in to work and we open our we boot up our PC or desktop, I already provided a spreadsheet for the team. Actually, this access of this spreadsheet is consists with Mino, Jason, Mitch, and Jason, the IT. So the name of the spreadsheet is Telenet Infra. So navigating here to the sheet named daily routine. So as provided here, I'm going to explain you to walk you down with the steps. So first is the task. So every day you will put whatever the task is being made. So I already provided who requested the task, what from what department, and this and that. I already explained that to Jason, the IT. And so every day, first is we open the this is the active lines. So the purpose of active lines, this is actually from VICIDIAL. See that agc-ast client.php. So this is where we can see the channels that is being made if there are calls. So you see that there is one call here, APN. That means there is an inbound call being made. So this is the live. This is a live actually. So active lines. This is for the web-based active lines, and for the internal base, which is from the server, using the tool PuTTY and the CLI. So there you can see with the command asterisk space dash VR and press enter. There you can see there you can see the lines, the active. So this one is for the web-based, and this is for the internal base for asterisk. So continuing, the other tab is every day you should always this is what we call the admin change log. Admin change log is where we can see all the changes being made on the admin on the web web interface. So you can see this is the dashboard here. So you can see the IP addresses. So these are the IP address and the user who made changes on the admin. So every day we should always check that, because there are some instances before that intruders might breach in and mess up our system, and they are always visible on this portion here. You can always see the IP addresses. So these are all local, and this one is a public IP from PLDT, because there are times that we access it through on the web using this one public IP. So the next would be the real-time report. QAs have this access, and always view who is calling and who is on pause and ready. Always check that in order to one of our monitoring initiatives. And then this one is for the agent. So sometimes I always put this on ready on my end, so that whenever there are issues, it's always easy to diagnose the issues if you are also have your own agent screen if they get paused or whatever problems. Next one should always browse in with Redmine. Redmine is our CRM for the IT department. So you can navigate here to knowledge base, and all you need, information you need, the IP address, the access details, credentials are all inputted here, are all gathered here. So the VoIP access and stuff. So next is this one here, audio files. this is actually for the this is for checking if the recordings are downloadable, because I created this is actually just a mount to the server, to the recordings, because so that it's easy to check the recordings. I mounted it, and there are some instances that this directory here is getting empty again. So what we do if it's empty, we just run the command which I've already provided it. Run the command, the mount, to mount it again. And so every day we should always check this by just clicking refresh. Always refresh time to time and check if there are if there are recordings. If not, then run the mount command. So next is the config and APN. So config should always have that ready on our browser, so that whenever there's problems, it's easy to diagnose, to check, to trace the problem, if we can make a call or not. Always see here in the CDR, and these are the latest calls some been made here. And also check the balance, same as the APN. So APN still have balance, yeah. So every day we should always check the balance before during our shift. When we come in, check the balance, and also before we go out, check the balance. So on the SSH side, or on the remote side for the VICIDIAL server, we monitor the usual thing. We monitor is the HTOP, seeing the process of the server, if it's running very high or low. So far here is running low, it's not even reached the 50%, so it's good. Our server is not having heavy load. So on the CLI, this is where the active lines, this is where we can actually find if there's problem, like we cannot dial out. So this is where the errors will appear. This is the closest thing we've got to monitor the issues on the internal side. And this one is ready for the command, whatever command we run. Now another thing is for our daily routine is the time tracker, attendance monitoring. So as I already explained it earlier, that we have a camera. So you go to this on your folder, on your file browser, go to this IP address. This is the IP address of the laptop or the camera. So you go here, videos, and we always perform backup. We always back up the recordings. Every day, so that the camera won't the disk of the camera won't get full. So here we see the August 15, and today is already August 16. So we're going to back up the August 15 to the PC, to our PC.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Going to
Flashing green.
cut that.
Okay. So
Cut that and transfer it to our backup, which is on this PC. So paste it
Could you verify one more time, Charlie? I'm sorry that I cannot hear you properly.
there. So every day you should always back up the camera recordings, so that we can always track the attendance.
Okay, 1 moment, please. Let me check here on my end.
And also every day we should always perform a test call, so that we can track if there is a problem with the inbound outbound. Always test call all the inbound numbers here.
Okay,
So let's check the inbound numbers.
C for Charlie,
Inbound numbers are located here.
D for dog at AOL.com. Am I correct?
So there. Each of that inbound numbers, we should always call that, so that it's so that we can assure that all the lines are good.
Yes.
Always perform a test call, either using direct manual dial with Zoiper, or on a login campaign.